Hello everyone and welcome back to Coach Craig Sports. Today is Sunday, March 27th, and this is the NBA DFS video for today. So in today's video, we'll be doing a quick little recap of yesterday's picks, seeing how they turned out, talking about the injuries in play for tonight's slate, and then going over my picks for both FanDuel and DraftKings for tonight's slate as well. But without further ado, we'll get into it with a recap of yesterday's picks. We're going to start off on the DraftKings side, and we're going to start off with the point guard position with George Hill. $3,000 in that starting lineup in place of Drew Holiday yesterday. Was looking for 15 points time. He got to 10.75. He was a miss. Played 24 minutes, and this game ended up being a blowout overall. At shooting guard, we had Dylan Brooks, $5,800. Looking for 29 points at him. Got to 23.75. He was a miss. He played 25 minutes. This game was a blowout as well. The opposite side of that Milwaukee game. Then we had Jimmy Butler, $8,400. Looking for 42 points at him. He got to 24, so he was also a miss. 25 minutes, that game was a blowout as well. Kind of an unexpected blowout, too, with the Knicks dominating the Miami Heat yesterday. Then at power forward, we had Chuma Okeke looking pretty good without Wendell Carter. Looking for 24 points out of him at $4,800. Got to 17. He was a miss. Only 2 for 7 shooting from the field. Played a lot of minutes, just didn't do a whole heck of a lot yesterday, unfortunately. And usually when he starts, he plays pretty well. And then at center, we had Steven Adams, $6,600. So we were looking for 33 points out of him. He got to 30.75. He was a miss, but it just missed it at that. He only played 24 minutes as that game was a blowout. Then Milwaukee and Memphis game once again. So yesterday, very, very rough on the DraftKings side. 4 of these games were blowouts, so that's just kind of unfortunate. They were blowouts that we didn't really expect either because they were between 2 very, very competitive teams. And then on the FanDuel side with George Hill, once again, $3,700. Looking for 19 points time. He got to 9.7. So he ended up being a mess yesterday. Once again, 24 minutes and there's a blowout, as I mentioned on the DraftKings side. Jimmy Butler, same thing as on the DraftKings side, but $8,000. We were looking for 40 points out of him. 25.2. He was a mess, played 25 minutes. That game was a blowout, so not too much else we can say there. Then at small forward, we had CJ Elleby, $3,700, looking for 19 points out of him. He got to 25, so he was a hit. You know, it feels like a while since I said hit just because yesterday was so unfortunate. And then at power forward, we had Chuma Okeke once again, $4,800, looking for 24 points out of him. He got to 17.3, so he was a miss on the FanDuel side as well. Then last but not least, we had Steven Adams at $5,800, looking for 29 points out. Got to 32.7, so on the FanDuel side, he ended up being hit. So 2 out of 5 on the FanDuel side. The other misses were kind of misses that we had on both sites. Unfortunate due to some of the blowouts yesterday. But with it being said, we'll be looking to bounce back strong today and talk about the injuries in play. So there is one earlier game today that's between the New York Knicks and the Detroit Pistons. The Knicks are without Nerlens Noel and Derrick Rose. Julius Randle is questionable. Then for the Pistons, they're without Jeremy Grant and Isaiah Livers. And then Chris Smith is questionable as well. Probably not in the rotation either way, though. And then we move over to the main slate, which starts at 6 p.m. Eastern time today. There's 3 games tipping off right away. We're going to start off with the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are without Malik Beasley, Jaden McDaniels, and then we have Jordan McLaughlin. This is questionable at this point in time. Boston Celtics are without Al Horford tonight, and then Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Both this is game time decisions, but both expected to play. The Philadelphia 76ers are all the way healthy at this point in time. Then we have the Phoenix Suns, who are without Cam Johnson, Frank Kaminsky, Lundberg, JaVale McGee, and Dario Saric. Obviously, they did get Chris Paul back in their most recent game, but the newest one here is JaVale McGee, so Bismack Biyombo will be playing that backup center run tonight. Then we move down to the Warriors, who are without Steph Curry, and then Andre Iguodala listed as doubtful at this point in time. For the Washington Wizards, Kyle Kuzma and Vernon Carey both listed as out, and then Daniel Gafford listed as a game time decision, but expected to play tonight. Then we get down to the Los Angeles Lakers, who are without Anthony Davis and Kendrick Nunn. LeBron James, Dwight Howard, both listed as questionable. And then Taylor Horton-Tucker listed as a game-time decision, but expected to play. Obviously, if Dwight Howard does not play tonight, it's going to look better for guys like Wayne Gabriel and Carmelo Anthony. And then for the Pelicans side, they're without Zion Williamson once again, and Brandon Ingram's listed as questionable. We'll see if he's back tonight or not. I don't expect it at this point in time, though. For the Utah Jazz, they're without Daniel House and Bojan Bogdanovic, and then Hassan Whiteside listed as questionable. We'll see if he ends up playing tonight or not. He's missed a couple games now. Then for the Dallas Mavericks, we got Teo Pinson, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Sterling Brown all listed as out. Trey Burke's listed as questionable, and Davis Bertans listed as a game-time decision, but expected to make his return tonight. For the Charlotte Hornets, they're just without Gordon Hayward. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge and Ben Simmons are both out. Looks like Kyrie Irving's going to be able to play in Brooklyn tonight since there was that change to the rule in the state of New York. But with that being said, that's a quick little rundown on all the injuries in play for today. Obviously, the biggest ones we're probably looking at is LeBron James if he ends up playing, Dwight Howard, and then maybe, just maybe, Hassan Whiteside, but not too much there. Pretty much everything we need to know is already out there. Maybe we'll get some changes throughout the day, but if that is the case, I'll list all those changes down in the comments so you guys have the best information as possible. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to DraftKings and talk about my picks over there. So we're going to start off at the point guard position with Tomas Satoransky at $3,800. Looking for 19 points out. He started the last time out. If he ends up starting once again tonight, currently have him projected for 20 points. Then at shooting guard, we have CJ McCollum, $8,600. You're looking for 43 points out. I currently am projected for 43 points. Pretty good matchup against the Lakers here tonight. And as long as Brandon Ingram's not back, he's going to look very, very good once again. Then at small forward, we have Miles Bridges for the Charlotte Hornets, $7,300. Looking for 37 points out. I'm averaging about 38.5 on the season so far. Going against the Brooklyn Nets. Could be an okay matchup here. Currently, I'm projected for 38 points tonight, and he's been playing well as of late, so he definitely does have some upside for more as well. Then at power forward, a guy that I don't play too often, but Grant Williams here at $3,600. Looking for 18 points out. Currently, I'm projected for 19 points, probably playing 30 minutes in that starting lineup tonight with no Al Horford. Could definitely do worse in terms of value plays, but at the same time, you could also do a little bit better. So if more value does open up, I'm not opposed to getting off of Grant Williams tonight. Then at center, we have Wayne Gabriel for Los Angeles Lakers, $3,800. Looking for 19 points out. Currently, I'm projected for 20 points tonight. He's been playing up over 30 minutes last few games. If Dwight Howard does not play tonight, he's going to look even better. But with that being said, if you go with these 5 players on the DraftKings side, you have $22,900 remaining, just over $7,600 per player. So you could definitely pay up for one stuff. That's something you want to do, and then kind of mix and match from there. Or if you want to take a little bit more balanced approach tonight, that's perfectly acceptable as well. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to FanDuel and talk about my picks over there as well. So we're going to start off at the point guard position on the FanDuel side with Chris Paul, $6,600. A really cheap price tag for him. Last time out was his first game back. He played 30 minutes. He had up over 40 fantasy points. At $6,600, we're only looking for 33 points out, averaging almost 40 on the season. I currently have him projected for 35 fantasy points, but he definitely has some upside for more as well. Then at shooting guard, we have CJ McCollum once again, $7,800, only looking for 39 fantasy points out. I'm averaging about 38 on the season. Currently having projected for about 41 points tonight. Definitely a good matchup once again against this Los Angeles Lakers team. As long as Brandon Ingram's not back tonight, I have a ton of interest on CJ McCollum, especially on the FanDuel side. Then at small forward, we have Jay Crowder, $4,400. Looking for 22 points out. I'm averaging about 23 on the season. Not the flashiest name here, but decent price tag. You kind of know what you're going to get out of him production-wise. He's probably not going to be less than 20 points. Probably not going to be more than 30 either, but most of the time he's going to get you 23 points and pay off at this price tag. Then we move down to power forward with Wayne Gabriel, $3,600. Looking for 18 points out. Currently, I'm projected for 20 points tonight. Definitely has some upside, but playing 30 minutes a game as of late. Dwight Howard doesn't play once again tonight. Looks even better. Then last but not least, at that center position, we're going with Rudy Gobert, $7,400. Looking for 37 points out of him, averaging over 40.5 points on the season so far. Dallas Mavericks, not anything I'm scared of from a center perspective. Rudy Gobert trying to have a nice little bounce back game tonight. Definitely have a lot of faith in him. Currently have him projected for 39 points tonight. But with that being said, if you go with these 5 players on the FanDuel side, you have $30,200 remaining, just over $7,500 per player. So if you want to pay up for a stud, definitely something that's viable on tonight's slate. Or if you want to take a little bit more balanced approach, that definitely could pan out as well. But with that being said, these are my picks for both FanDuel and DraftKings for today, March 27th. As always, if you have any questions related to NBA DFS, be sure to leave them down in the comments below, and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Also, be sure to let me know your favorite play on tonight's slate, whether it's on DraftKings or FanDuel. Might be one of the core 5 that I have here. Might be a completely different player that you guys think I missed. Definitely interested in hearing what you guys have to say. And then, as always, I'll be listing all the injury updates, COVID news, and starting lineups down in the comments below, as well as my updated core about a half hour prior to lock. So definitely be sure you're checking up on that throughout the day and as we get closer to lock so that you do have the best information as possible heading into lock. But with that being said, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Definitely would appreciate it. It helps to build the community that we're trying to build here at Coach Craig Sports, which is one that's truly for you, the viewers, helping you with your DFS, whether it's NBA or NFL, helping you with your fantasy football teams. Going to be talking some dynasty, going to be talking some draft prospects. Definitely be sure to check out the Riser and Faller series JC Money and Design and myself have been doing. There's 4 episodes out so far. So we had the Risers and Fallers for both offense and defense from the NFL Combine. Definitely a lot of fun putting those out. Definitely hope you guys appreciate the information as well. And then with that being said, if you are a new or current subscriber who's yet to do so, also hit that notification bell down below. It's going to let you know every single time I post up a new video. Like I've been saying, I post up daily NBA DFS videos just like this. But with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And then last but not least, special shout out to each and every one of you watching today's video. I truly do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Definitely means a lot to me, and I hope each and every one of you has a great rest of your day.